Hey traders, it's the Bad Day Trader here. Gonna do a recap of today of April 21st, 2025, which is Monday. Pretty straightforward. If you're coming here at the market open and you see this downtrend from the Sunday open, and there is a gap that's left open here. So we just want to mark that out, keep that in mind. But so far so good with this downtrend. You're pretty much just looking for a deeper pullback. It's already at the round number, kind of a flat base right there forming, but we are looking for a pullback, and you can maybe just measure this one and see if we can get something equal size retracement there. And at the open, we get our first opportunity here with this pullback, and we're expecting it to kind of roll over there and start heading to our new target, which is our round number at 1800. We do have the VWAP right above, so maybe we'll get like a tap and then it'll go for us. And it coincides with the round number as well. And we could probably hide behind this pivot if we can get up there. And doesn't go as deep as we want it. Nonetheless, you can short here on these shoulders, expecting this continuation of the trend and straight down, breaking this little floor that it was building, this base right there. And you get a shallow pullback, a bit of a V shape there, holding the pivots though, so nothing significant or nothing breaking just yet. And it goes straight to our first target there, and nice start for the day. Just, continuing this trend at the open. Kind of got to pull back to the outer band, 200 SMA, and then immediately starts to work for you, and you get a little more out of that too. So we continue on, and we're just looking for basically deeper pullbacks to the round number. We get some type of topping formation, some shoulders, equal pivots, and we're just going to continue shorting this market until we get to a new target. We'll set it at the next round number there. So here we do have some pivots kind of forming there, kind of flat top, and we might expect it to continue down and tap this round number for us, and it immediately does. You can see by these pivots here forming pretty flat, and you're expecting that to break. And we get to our round number, so basically now just looking for the next opportunity and see if we can continue this trend to another round number down here as well. So all of our targets so far has been getting tapped, and it's pretty straightforward downtrend. Maybe looking for a nice deeper pullback to 1800, take some shorts up here, or we get one to the outer band and maybe stick it behind these pivots here. So this is where we had kind of our pivots forming. I can grab it. And we have our round number and see if we can get a trade up here. So this is good spot to short. And if you can stick your stop behind the round number, that'd be good. And then you're just either holding for a retest of the bottom, or you can just hold it for a break of the bottom here of these pivots and hold it for the next zone, the next round number. And the base is kind of holding, but it's not rejecting or making a new high. So this is an important pivot to keep in mind. If we break above this pivot, then we might start looking for a long, and maybe we'll head up to this round number as well as the VWAP that's up there for us. And we're starting to get some pivots here and pressure to the downside, and the base is starting to crack. It poked, kind of went back, and now we're getting that separation. And our target's down here at the round number, and it goes pretty much straight to our target. We have a lot of shallow pullbacks in there as well. So if you weren't able to get this deeper pullback, this equal pivots, this is a nice short, and then you just have like a bunch of shallow pullbacks in there. And pretty much straightforward day, like I said, hitting all our round numbers that we're setting as targets, and we're continuing this downtrend. So at this point, there's not really much you can do because it's already at our target, unless you get kind of a deeper pullback and maybe some shoulders on the right side and try to capture some pivots as a retest, or maybe you want to break this level and set another target down here. So we get our first pullback there once we've already pretty much from the open have moved down 330 points. It is a little difficult at this point because you'll be, if you haven't traded earlier and captured some points, it's kind of hard to trade late. You're kind of late to the trend, so deep discounts are your friend at this point. And there's another flat top right here with these pivots. Kind of, if you notice these flat top pivots right here, and then same kind of pattern, same kind of pressure where you're getting a lot of shallow pullbacks to create you a flat top, a lot of shallow pullbacks to get you a flat top as well. So maybe you take a short up here and hope to break this level, at the very least get a retest and break below. So finally we get a strong push into this zone we drawn ourselves, and we might head all the way back to this round number and then continue down lower. And we get a first deeper pullback. It breaks this little zone, but then goes right to it. So this is kind of a situation where you would want to either hold this trade or double down, or if you can get into this deeper pullback, that would be an amazing spot to be in. And you could probably hold a stop above the round number. And we can carry this over here. That would be a good position to go short. And then you go and pick yourself another target here at the lows. This round number 17,700. And we get straight to it. So, and then you see this sort of price action that's kind of left like this, and it kind of looks like this here. And at this time, we don't get no follow through. We get a deeper pullback. And some pivots there forming, looking like it wants to roll over and tap 17,700 right there. Let's see if we get close enough to tap this round number. And yes, we do. We tap it twice, and then we swing off that. So pretty straightforward day. You're just looking for shorts. There's not much to say. You basically just reading this like a book. And at this point, the trend here has gone off, let's see, since the Sunday, about 600 points in this trend. So at some point, we're expecting a reversal. And once that happens, we might start squeezing all the way up here, all the way to the VWAP. But until we see some type of strength, we're still going to be shorting any opportunities that we deem great. So another short there, and maybe you're either taking the short to test this bottom or breaking through, and maybe we'll get a parabolic end to this trend where it goes straight down, and then that's the end of the trend, and then usually you'll see some type of reversal. And it looks like we're just retesting here and forming ourselves a box. So if we see a pop above and a back test, then we could potentially take this long and take it all the way to at least another round number, 17,900 or the VWAP, and maybe we'll start squeezing some of these shorts. And so we do break above and back test here, this pivot, and we start squeezing. And pretty much towards the end of the day, what happened today was just squeezing out all the shorts, all the late shorts, and just like a late day rally all the way to the VWAP there, and pretty much end of the day there. So not much to say. about the day, except if you were looking for structure, the structure that pretty much played out all day was range extension, where you kind of build a box and it would extend. You're building a box, it would extend. Here you get a deeper pullback, and then straight to more downside there. Here it was forming another box, and we were kind of looking for that extension to the downside, which didn't happen. So change in structure there, and then we just get a late day rally, squeezing out some of these late sellers and possibly profit taking from people who were shorting all day. So yeah, not much to say. Like I said, a very straightforward day. Pretty much you were just looking for good opportunities and good entries, which were either deeper pullbacks, shorting at the outer band, and if you can catch some of these flat top pivots where the market was kind of leaving behind here, and then here didn't work out. That was already towards the end of the trend. So yeah, pretty much just deeper pullbacks and just holding for round numbers, taking larger trades, or rather holding larger targets and taking what you can from this little downtrend that we've had since the Sunday open. Peace.